This is a sender, pro sender. Okay. Today it's a little bit overcast. The Gormanator out here with all kinds of gadgets. All right, gadgets and swing trainers, swing aids to help you feel things. I use them because they are great, and they short track feels for people that are new to the game. That can be helpful, and also experienced players when you're just trying to get them to one segment. So, got a coat hanger, I got a swim paddle, I got a new device that just came out. You've seen Rory with out there and stuff, and some more goodies here I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so let me start with the coat hanger. Coat hanger is easy. It's fabulous. You just kind of get a coat hanger and just put it in between your arms here. So it's quite simple to set up, obviously, right? So just between the arms here, okay? And it gives you a guide and a feeling when you get back. You can see the coat hanger plane, so to speak, and it also gives you some tactile feel against the wrist joints, right in there. So if it's like this and here, it won't feel right to you, and it's a really good prop, I should say, you can hit balls with. This will be my first swing of the day, so we'll see how it goes. Well, I take that all day long. You'll probably see that flew straight as a die. The coat hanger is super cool. Do it at home. You know, you can kind of just prep, and you can see the blue stick here. If you cannot, I got the coat hanger kind of angled down towards the bottom of the swing plane. Okay, that's along the target line as well, right? So you can see that quite clearly there, and then you just let it fall into place, unwind it, and you can see the coat hanger on this side just swivels around with the pivot like so. There it is again, pointing down to the plane line. So that's a good one. I found that the swim paddle is helpful for people chipping. You just put this baby right here. It is a swim paddle, and it gives you the idea of just pushing the back of the club for anti-flip. So we're not flipping this way, we're just keeping the pressure just against the back of the club and push it to the target. There you go. So that's a very nice one. This way, the pushing effect, right? So you'd see if I let go of the hand, it would flip out and dislodge itself. So that's super cool. All right. We got the dual hinger. Perfect swing trainer, I believe it's called. And I like this one because it sets my wrists in perfect place every time the same way. So it also gives me more of an open club face. Sometimes I bend my wrists and they get a little bit flat here and the face gets a bit closed, and I don't really like that. I want my wrists to be a little bit hinged or cupped back here. It's going to allow me some more cocking with that like this. And it sets it on the wrist joints right here. Let me zoom in for you by walking in. See? So I started here. That's how I cock it up. It's going along a plane like here. Take it back to you, level to the ground in line with that blue stick there. Then it starts to set into the wrist, just like the coat hanger, right in here on the plane down to the ball. Let's see how we go with one of these. No promises. All right, pretty good strike there. I actually missed the right one on the backswing. Had the left one, but this guy popped off a little bit. So I want to make sure I get set right in there this time. Here we go. Now for me, it felt kind of more laid off. I do have a tendency to sometimes cross if I go big. And so that feeling there is actually beneficial when I want to get my club a little bit more open at the top, and also on a plane line or laid off looking if you have a tendency to cross. So again, that's super good. Here we go. Now you can turn this in different ways. You can rotate it around to have them set in different areas. So if I wanted to like go to a bowed back of the wrist, I'd have to move this over in a different direction, but I don't want that. I'm looking to get something very neutral. Just right down there. There we go. I'm going to do one more of these. I kind of like the feel of it. Still need to guide it over just a bit more. There's a screw in here that's not on right now that clamps it down in there. Mine's moving a little each swing. I got to readjust it a bit, but for the purpose of showing you guys these different things, we're all good with that. And I'm sure that looked a little bit more angled this way. All right. Now, we've got this guy here. This is the new Pro Sender. Rory's had this on, some different folks on the tour. Taking a look at this. This is specific to the right wrist flexion. Extension in our anatomical world, but bending. You put it on like this. Put it up against the back of that hand. And it's going to set the club for you like a waiter's tray. See, it won't go anymore. You know, it's got a really hard shell to it right here. It won't bend anymore. It's a little expensive. I think it's over 200 bucks out there. So you got to be willing to shell out some dough for some of these things. Okay. It's like a turtle shell back here or something. So I'm going to set that. There we go. Right there. Won't go any further. Same way every time. Fit well there. There you go. There we go. The sender. Really hard shell back there. Can't bend the wrist anymore, so it's always in that 45-degree max wrist bend here. Tour style. Okay. Felt pretty good. Again, you set this wrist, it's only going to go so far, right? There, here, off. When it goes straight back, if it goes straight up, I'm not on it, so I got to bend that wrist into it. It's not set in there like a waiter's tray, okay? Swing training aids can be very helpful. So one thing it's doing is giving me the feel like once I get this at the top, all I got to do is rotate through and let it swing. And it's going to just line itself up on plane on the follow through. Well, that's a nice feeling there. So, what else we got for you? That's the question. This guy's coming. There we go. I'm going back to the coat hanger for you. Coat hanger I'm assembling like this. Just got that coat hanger right down the right side of the shaft here. Put my normal grip on. Then I can just feel it on the plane there. Got that a little chunky. All right, I'm back to the coat hanger. All right, I like the coat hanger. Gives me a great feel. So I just put it on like this, okay? The coat hanger goes to the right side here of the shaft, pretty much in line with the shaft. And then, like I said, the wrist joints just kind of, you can feel it on both sides here. It gives me that nice tactile feel of where this plane and connection is. Very good. It's all about feel. So if you can put something to use that gives you a feel that you can repeat, then you can just work on the motion of the golf swing. You don't have to wonder where you are. So if I go back and I get the hanger flat like this, that's not good. I want to have the hanger at that diagonal angle down to the plane line at the bottom. And then I just want to let that hanger unhinge down at the bottom and go back up on the other plane here. There you go. There's some items for you to kind of try. One out of the closet, something else you got to buy. You got a fish paddle laying around. You can do that. I've got a frisbee I use for other reasons, but even got the ball. I might as well show you that while I'm here. We've got this ball here, kind of inflatable ball, and you can set it up so it goes up higher. I'm not going to deal with that right now, but it just sets between your arms, similar to the hangers, kind of giving you some feel of where things are. The thing with the ball, don't have it fully inflated. You want to keep it a little bit deflated so you can squeeze it some. Okay, and then once you get it here, again, this is more of an idea of maybe keeping the ball rotating with the center of your body. That's what I use it for. I don't really feel much back here like I do the hanger. Okay, so it's actually better for my pivot. Keeping myself centered, keeping the ball centered when I start, and when I come through, I'm trying to look like Scotty Scheffler, who goes like this. That felt like a lot of chest rotation through, rather than flipping. Okay, so we got that. Now we'll use the sponge action. So I've got two big sponges taped together. Probably three would be even better. So it's a little bit wider. Same idea though, giving me a feel. Sponges between the arms, pivot back, pivot through. Probably feel a little punchy shot, you know, where it's about halfway up, pivot through halfway through. Very connected, kind of machine-like. We all want to play like machines, so hitting balls machine-like is probably a good idea. You know, you need to train with some alignments in place and not disturb them. And then other times we need to really get a whip going, hit the longer irons, drivers and such like that. So I do a lot of abbreviated swings. I call punch shots. I'm going to do a couple for you guys out there now. So I got my feels today. Now I'm just going to hit some line drive fades, bullet fades at the green post out there. See that thing just melting off this way? That was a really nice shot. I play that in tournaments a lot. Go-to iron shot. So I make an abbreviated backswing, which my left arm probably gets up about chest high, and then I pivot through. And my pivot through, the hands just rotate around to the left side of my body like this. I don't stop here. I keep rotating in the end game, as I call my gun rack right over here. So my gun rack is right there, which means that the butt end and this end all get there at the same time. Boom. Boom. Okay. All right, man, that was fun. Hope you guys like this. Let me know how you try some of these things. Get into that closet, pull a hanger out, try that. Get a few sponges, you know, find your swim paddle. But just wanted to show you a few of the items that are out there that are very good. You'll find one that really suits you. Today, for me, it was the hanger. I love the feeling of the hanger today. All right, Gorminator out.